We said 40s and blunts, 40s and blunts, 40s and blunts, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We say 40s and blunts, 40s and blunts, 40s and blunts, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What is up, though, Lions fans? It's your boy, Motor City Don P. We are back here once again. You already know what time it is. It is that time to bust that rapping about that good grabbing his slime. Engine number 9 going down the East Coast line. Engine number 9 going down the East Coast line. One thing's for certain and three things are for sure. When you see me front of TV, number one, the Motor City Cats are indeed back at it. Number two, we came to give you stats, not none of that static. Number three, perhaps the most more important number of them all. Number three. You want to make sure you keep your Lions news pragmatic. You may be asking yourself, how not? How, Mr. P, does one keep their Lions news pragmatic in these Detroit Lions versus Washington Commanders preseason preview type of times? It's very easy. It's very simple, because I'm not duplicative, deceptive, demonic, or a derivative of some poo. Make sure you smash like button, subscribe, share with your peoples. And once you've done those three things in any order you've done them in, you've indeed kept your Lions news pragmatic. And since sharing is caring, and we talking about your peoples, you got to bring them to the stream. And what you got to tell them, look at here. The stream got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, ram, hog, dogs, beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken, turkey, rabbit. You name beans, greens, potatoes, tomato, beans, greens, potatoes, tomato, bean, 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 bean. You name it. You name it. We got all the stuff. We got all the news. We got all the slop. We got all the slews. We got all the drinks. We got all the brews. We got all the gum. We got all the shoes. I'm talking about. Hey, what is up, though, to the people who are lurking, who are twerking, who are smirking, who are working, who are maybe even lurking and yerking on the gherkin. But if you're doing that thing that's super duper freaky, make sure you keep it to yourself like Karen and her bland ass potato salad. If you're doing that thing that's super duper illegal, make sure you keep it to yourself, because I am not trying to be a witness at your trial, snitching and ratting and turning state witness and giving up information and carrying on, unless you are felonious. Unless you are felonious. Felonious got some info. Felonious got them kinfolk. He got no kinfolk. He got no info. He got some kinfolk. He got no info. But as a general rule, ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. What up, though, Rich L? What up, though, Robert Stevens? What up, though, D Jizzle 24? What up, though, Tactical Sport? And to the people who are billowing in, what up, though, to you, my friends? What up, though, my baby? We got some things to get into today. Today is Friday, party, fun, and we about to have some fun today, because we're going to start this show out talking about the 40s and Blunts Club, because they done poked the bear over there. Felonious has been over there talking crazy. He been over there talking crazy about your boy, little old me. Why you threaten my G by little old me? So you know what I had to do? I told you I got to get the badges done. I got to get the emojis done. And I told you I was going to get some merch. So the merch will be on the shop next week, right? The emojis will be in the chat next week, or actually not even next week, tomorrow, because we're doing the stream. And then during the stream, if y'all want to cop some merch, if y'all want to use the emojis, just go ahead and join up the 40s and Blunts Club. Show Felonious that you got 5 on it. I got 5 on it. Drinking blunts and drinking 40, smoking weed. I got 5 on it, because that's what we do. People of our hue, that's what we do. And that's all we're good for, says Felonious. So, hey, somebody said they had receipts. Where did they get a load of me? I got all the receipts, baby. And you got the same receipts that I got. And funny thing about receipts is they really don't make me look bad, because I ain't do nothing. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't do nothing but just be me. You had to be you. Felonious, and turns out I'm a much better person than you. What up, the Reese Cup? All right, so I'm gonna bring this in. I'm gonna show you guys what I've been working on. I'm just gonna give you a little preview of the remix. No, normally I wouldn't do this, but bounce. All right, don't cancel me. All right, let's bring this in here. Let me see what I got my thing at right here. Just gonna bring this in, show everybody, what they can expect to see, on the shop, what they can expect to see when it comes time to doing the emojis and having the badges, you know what I'm saying, on YouTube and all these things. We're just gonna bring this in. We're just gonna bring this in. All right, y'all ready? Y'all ready? I'm gonna show everybody. I'm gonna show you what you came to see. All right, let's go ahead and pull this up. I don't know if it's gonna have to be a whole window in itself or a whole screen. So let me just see what I got going on here. Nope. Good. Just a screen. All right. Without further ado, we're gonna put this up here so I can control it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna put it up here so I can control it. Y'all ready? All right, here we go. Here we go. All right. So we got the 40s and blunts. We got 1, we got 2, we got 3, we got 4, 5. That's a special one right there. Stalker vibes. We got 6, we got 7, and we got 8. Those are the 40s and blunts chat club t-shirts. We're gonna have a collection. Is going to be called the 40s and blunts chat club collection, and so you'll be able to click into this collection and you'll be able to make purchases as soon as I put these on here. You did. All right, so that's the t-shirts. So at the top right here, you know what I'm saying? We got 8 of them things. All right, now here down here's one of the emojis. Okay, and we got badges. YouTube loyalty tier, 3 years, 4 years, 1 year, 2 years, 6-month member, 2-month member, you know what I'm saying? New member. All right, those are the badges. Then we got the emojis right here. They're gonna be popping up. You know what I'm saying? You come on now, you got the brown bag with the liquor in it. You know what I'm saying? You got the piece. You got the king going on. Hey, graffiti, because that's what my people do. You know what I'm saying? We do that too. We got the deal with it. Emojis. You know what I'm saying? We got the X that when Ron Renarski come in here and he be on his Bears stuff, we can throw that up there. We got the 40 ounce. And then we got the 40s and blunts club, and then you know what I'm saying, we got that blunt. This is what we doing around here. Okay, sign up to the 40s and blunts club, put 5 on it. It's 5. I got 5 on it. Every month we smoking weed. I got 5 on it. Every month we drink 40s. You know what I'm saying? Got to stick it to felonious. We going full steam ahead with this, because the people asked for it. The people asked for it. And there's somebody showing their ass all over YouTube and talking about suing and talking about they got receipts and talking about this, that, and the third thing. I don't watch, baby. I don't watch, man. People come talk to me. I don't have time to be watching your boring jive ass. You jive turkey, boring ass. Boy, don't talk about it. I don't have time for it. I don't have time. You know what I'm saying? We doing Lions content over here, and we just gonna keep it moving. We're gonna sell merch off your back, okay? Off your dumb ass, and your racism. We're gonna do all that. You know what I'm saying? If you tell me you're not a racist, you're a liar. Okay. Well, I mean, you're a liar anyway. We all know Felonious Wallonious is a big fat liar. Emphasis on the fat. Okay, he's a big fat liar. Okay, so this is what we're doing. It's Friday, baby. It's Friday. So if you want to stick it to Felonious Wallonious and anybody else, guys, that that be like, I hate Lil Cock. All my homies hate Lil Cock. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Pause. If you want to mess with a real one, just tell them. Tell them to come on over here. Join the club, 40s and blunts. Hit the join button underneath the video, and then it's going to come up 40s and blunts chat club. $5 a month. Just put 5 on it. That's all you got to do. If you're sticking it to Felonious Wallonious, okay? Right? Because we didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. Okay? We not out here scamming. We not out here. You know how I'm slamming and gamming. We're not out here asking people, passing the collection plate around, talking about we're going to go ahead and give to some people who's less fortunate than us. We're going to go ahead and diagnose ourselves with something that we ain't got. We're going to go around and we're not doing that here. I'm telling you, we sticking it to Felonious, Willonious, and we got the club. Shout out to Just a Fan for giving me this idea. Said, man, you should make this club. And I just went full steam ahead with it. You know. So this is what we doing. All right. So anybody didn't see it, we're going to go one more time from the top. This is and I'm going to leave it here too. I'm going to leave it here until I start really like I got to bring in an article or whatever the case may be. So when people come in here, they're going to see these 40s and blunts and all this other stuff that's here. Okay. So the top 8, those are the t-shirt designs. Okay. All right. Like this one here. You like this one right here? What'd that say? It says established to annoy. Okay. Established to annoy. All right. That's what we're doing. We established to annoy. All right. Because this is what needs to happen. Some people need to take their medicine. They know how I'm slamming and gamming. I'm putting it in my own jickatile. All right. Let's get up to Reese Cup says, what up, though? What up, though, Reese Cup? Rich L says, if you know, got the 40 going on. Tactical Sport, rolling on them. I can't wait till Mr. Morale 313 come in. If he ain't coming today, somebody go get him. Somebody go get Mr. Morale 313. Somebody go get everybody and just bring them on in, because we got to see this. Let's have a bologna burger. I don't know about no bologna burgers. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not what my people do. All my people do, Rich L, is smoke and drink. That's all my people do. That's all we're good for, according to Felonious Bolognas. We ain't got time for this. Coach Toniak says, you're so silly. Hey, man. Hey, sometimes when people try you got to just try back. You know what I'm saying? You got to try back. You got to let them know. I will not be silenced. I will not go quietly into the night. I will not be a statistic. You know what I'm saying? I've done very well for myself in life. I will not be a statistic. Okay? So, listen. Y'all need to cop some of this merch and go to Ford Field. And I'm going to tell you where he sit, too. I'm going to tell you where he's at. I'm going to tell you where his section is. Okay? Because I can get that information. Y'all need to go to Ford Field rocking these 40s and blunts and just go walk up on them. Walk up on them. You know what I'm saying? And be like, compliments from Motor City Cats. Compliments from Motor City Dan P. What you want to do, player? You ain't going to do nothing. He's not going to do a damn thing. Can't wait for my 40 and blunt. I may not want to say that too loud since Texas banned that. Well, yeah, don't say it too loud. Just cop the merch. Just cop the merch. All right. So as I said, we're going to leave it up here, but we're going to talk about what we came to talk about. It is Detroit Lions time. Lions, baby. You should know that we've got all of that we are going to be discussing. The Detroit Lions are going to be on full tilt. And I'm going to tell you what, from this point that you are seeing me right now, okay, I got up at, let's say, 9:40 a.m., okay? It is almost, let's just say it's 10:30 a.m. So I have been awake for 50 minutes, okay? From this point in time where you have seen me awake for 50 minutes, I shall not sleep. I shall not sleep until 5 a.m. my time. Okay? Why? Because the Detroit Lions game is coming on at 12 p.m. on Saturday, your time. You know what that time is for me? It is 2 a.m. Sunday morning. Sunday morning makes me feel so godly. If I shake your soul. Hashtag if you know, use the hashtag. But I will not have slept by the time that game has gone on. A preseason game. A preseason game. Now, I told you guys I will not be here for the last preseason game. I will be otherwise occupied. But I'm trying to think. I probably won't watch it because I got to be asleep because I got some important things that I got to do that day. But you know what I'm saying, I got to get my rest on. Okay, so I probably won't stream it and everything like that. But when Monday comes around, I will be back here at my home office in my studio. You know what I'm saying, in the Lions Lounge, and we're gonna be talking about it. We're gonna be talking about it. So we know the most important game is the second one anyway. It's the one that's coming up tomorrow. So we're going to go ahead and preview it and break it down and do what we got to do. So this is formerly known as the 40s and Blunts chat. Well, see, it's a membership, right? It's a membership state of mind because Just a Fan suggested to me yesterday that I do a 40s and Blunts chat club, like an official one. Right. So if y'all want to put 5 on it, you can join, you know, but I'm just pumping it because I just want, because certain people lurk, right? There's people who are lurking. Okay. And they doing that thing that's super duper freaky. You know what I'm saying? They got lubricant. You know what I'm saying? They got lubricant and they, you know what I'm saying? And however you want to do it is up to you. You know what I'm saying? Just don't let me know you doing it. But I know you here. You know what I'm saying? Because I spy in the building. I know it's people. I know it's people lurking. You know what I'm saying? I know people just be popping because you remember what happened when the whole thing went down and people was popping into my stream talking about some cease and desist, talking about, oh, I know I got receipts too, and I got whatever, brother. You know what I'm saying? What receipts? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, remember when people was coming in accusing me of stealing money? You know what I'm saying? Like, really? Okay. I'm not the one with the fake cancer foundation. I'm just, it's crazy for you to accuse someone of stealing money when you literally stole money. That's fraud. That's deception. Like the definition of fraud is receiving under false pretenses. Diabolical. So yeah, it is what it is. I'm already a member. I need a blunt next to my name. Shout out, you are a big cat member. So definitely we're gonna get you a badge, brother. When I get the badges to go live, I'll make those. I don't know if I want to make those same badges for the big cats. Because some people might not want to be associated with 40s and weed, you know. So we'll see. We'll see what we do for you, brother. We'll see what we do. All right. So again, the Detroit Lions will be facing the not the Cincinnati Bengals, the Washington Commanders tomorrow. I got to get my graphics done for tomorrow. That don't take too long for me though. I get that done pretty quickly, so we can have the neon signs with the Lions versus the Washington Commanders up there and all that. You know how we get the lounge prepared to go live and to have a watch party. You know, and that's all year now. That's all year. So you know how I'm slamming and gamming. But let's start out with the good news, man. Let's start out with the good news. Yesterday we heard about Ennis Rakestraw, and we had a moment where we were like, it's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. We had a moment because it looked like Ennis Rakestraw with a non-contact leg injury was going to be just riding off into the sunset. It looked like his NFL career was going to be over. But he rose from the ashes and he said, not so fast, my friend. Not so fast, my friend, because I have only an ankle injury. And not only do I only have an ankle injury, but the status for tomorrow's game is officially TBD. So we actually could see Ennis Rakestraw on the field, which would be a phenomenal thing for him because we need him to stay healthy. All right. So this is it's an update from Dan Miller. It says that positive news on Lions cornerback Ennis Rakestraw. After leaving practice yesterday, he has an ankle injury, not expected to be serious. Status for tomorrow's game is TBD. All right. So that is what's happening. I'm happy for Ennis, bro. Like I'm really, really happy for Ennis. Okay. It's so terrible how his injury stuff has worked, has gone against him. And I know we get caught up sometimes calling Brad Melvin and all these things and Ignatius, you know, and Carlito in his way and all these things because he's stuck in his ways. I know, I get it. But at the same time, these are people too, right? And Marcus Davenport, notwithstanding, Emmanuel Mosley, notwithstanding, you feel bad, you feel worse for Ennis Rakestraw because he hasn't made any money. Like he's made money a little bit, but he hasn't gotten to a point where you would even consider him getting a second contract. So it's like, okay, good. I'm glad he got his degree because he's not going to be long for this situation. So you feel bad for him that he can't stay healthy, but hopefully his injury, you know, fortunes are turning around. You know, last year didn't make it through the first day of training camp. This year he's had 2 injury scares. Okay, he's had 2 injury scares, and they've just been scares. He was back to practice, you know, the next practice after he got injured in the had the injury scare in the first preseason game. Now he's had an injury scare, which is just an ankle, and he could be playing tomorrow. So I really, really do hope that he is available for us, and he will be available for us going forward. Now, that being said, every time he lays on the field a little bit too long, I mean, a second or two too long, we're going to think the worst. And unfortunately for Ennis, you know, and for people like him who feel like they're being hated on, you know, y'all know me, still the same OG, still hated on, but no. So you think that you're hated on by the media and podcasters and all this other stuff? No. It's not hatred, brother. It is the reality. And the reality is harsh. Unfortunately for you, you have been injured. 2 years now. You're going into year 3, and just in training camp, you've had 2 injury scares, in which we felt that you wouldn't make it to the season. So it's not us hating. And I just want to let everybody know, like, look, you are a member of the Detroit Lions. We are fans of the Detroit Lions. We want our team to be good. When you are occupying a roster spot on the Detroit Lions, on our team, we would like you to play and contribute and be good. If you do not play, if you do not contribute, or if you do play and you are not good, which means you don't contribute to anything except sucking, pause, we don't have too much time for you. It's not hatred. As a person, I don't know you, brother. We don't know you as people, right? And most of y'all are stand-up dudes. You know, I'm from the town where it go down at. Some of these dudes is real, but most of them is low-down rats. That's the flip side in the NFL. I'm from the town where it go down at, right? Most of these dudes is real, but some of them is low-down rats. So for the most part, good people, good dudes, right? Good dudes. This is not personal. This is business. The Detroit Lions have never hoisted a Lombardi trophy in life. There are no Lombardi trophies in our trophy case. Now, our trophy case is not void of world championships. We got 4 of those, but that ain't been a thing since the 50s, brother. So, yes, when you come to the Detroit Lions as a player, if you are oft injured and you can't help the team, we don't want you on the team. It's not nothing against you, Ennis. It's nothing against Marcus Davenport. It's nothing against Emmanuel Mosley and people like him. We don't wish you anything personally. Wish you all the best. Hope all of your endeavors in life are fruitful. go play with the fam, support the fam, the wife and the kids and all this other stuff, and the baby mamas, whoever you're doing, the significant others, whatever is going on. That's off the field stuff. We're concerned about what's on the field. And if you can help this team win, that's what we want you to do. Right? If you can't help the team win, well, we tell this player bye-bye and pop him in his right eye. You understand what I'm saying? That's it. That's how it goes. So no hate in this race straw. Hope you play. I want to see you play tomorrow. And I want you to leave the game healthy tomorrow. That's all. Wrap that thing up, man. Wrap that thing up and play. We can't afford for you not to play. I mean, you need these reps, brother. You need these reps. They are counting on you. The first preseason game, you had to play. The second preseason game, you need to play. The third preseason game, you need to play. It's been 2 years that you have not played. No hate at all. None. What time does the game start? The game starts for you guys at 12 p.m. The game starts for me at 2 a.m. Who got injured today? Whoop, sorry, force of habit. Brad Holmes, Healthcare of Southern Michigan. I thought the game was tonight. It's tomorrow. Dang. Yeah, no, it's Saturday. Saturday. It's tonight for me. For me, it's tonight. Tonight. All right. Come and get your love. 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 All right. So that is update number 1. Now, number 2, the Detroit Lions have brought in some peoples, right? The Detroit Lions have brought in some peoples, and we're going to go ahead and get into that. Where's my theme music? DJ, play my theme music. Speaking of which, I can just go ahead and do that.
The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here!
All righty. Oh, okay. That's interesting. That's a nice little, nice little situation they got going on. Okay, but didn't need to do that. All right, let's see what we got going on here. Let's see. Got my daily news report for the Detroit Lions. Not that the weight's on his shoulders of the entire 24 draft class. Yeah, also that. There's also that part, that part. All right. So, lead story, game day at Ford Field. Lions host Commanders in preseason week 2. Josh Dobbs gets the start. And Josh Dobbs is the man on the thumbnail, right? So we got the Detroit Lions host the Washington Commanders today, Saturday, August 22nd at 12 p.m. Okay. Now, obviously, it's got a little bit of a snafu there because it's already Saturday for me. Okay. So it's tomorrow for y'all. Y'all still stuck in Friday. I'm telling you what, it's gonna rain today. You know what I'm saying? So get your get your parkas, you know what I'm saying? Get your rain boots and get your umbrellas because it's gonna rain today. It's gonna rain somewhere. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna rain somewhere where it's Friday. And then they got to get to Saturday the next day, right? It's gonna rain somewhere tomorrow for y'all. I'm already in the future. It's gonna rain today. So I should say tomorrow, Saturday, August 22nd at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the only home preseason appearance of 2026 at Ford Field. So that comes from Detroit Lions versus Commanders. How to watch, listen, and follow at si.com. How to watch Detroit Lions' second preseason game against Commanders. With starting quarterback Jared Goff resting, veteran Josh Dobbs is slated to start under center, running offensive coordinator Drew Petzing's scheme alongside selected starting skill players and offensive linemen early before giving way to rookie Luke Altmaier. That's DetroitLions.com. Josh Dobbs, Drew Scruggs among 7 players to watch in Lions Commanders, and we're going to do an extensive one with that. So that's going to be our segment. But we're going to read the rest of the rundown before we get into the segment. Why it matters long term. With the 53-man roster cut down deadline approaching on August 30th, today's matchup serves as the primary home evaluation for Drew Petzing's system under live game conditions. Evaluating Dobbs and Altmaier with starting caliber protection against Dan Quinn's defense will provide general manager Brad Holmes with critical film to finalize the backup quarterback depth chart behind Goff. Quick reads, key pregame developments, and ongoing story arcs. Drew Scruggs anchors interior offensive line with Cade Mays sidelined with a fractured wrist. Veteran trade acquisition Drew Scruggs is positioned to start at center, leading line communication alongside guards Christian Mahogany and Tate Ratledge. DetroitLions.com. Tight end rotation with Sam Laporta sideline, with Sam Laporta resting a hip strain. Brock Wright, Zach Horton, and James Mitchell. Not James Mitchell. It's going to be Brock Wright. Is Zach Horton going to be doing it? I would think it would be Tyler Conklin, but also Jackson Flax and Waxon Meeks. Handled 12 personnel inline blocking and red zone passing targets, and that's from Detroit Lions. Now, when we do the rundown, we're going to see. All right. Young pass rushers aim to build on Cincinnati momentum. Standout edge rusher, momentum. Hashtag if you know, you know. Use the hashtag momentum. You got to get your momentum up. Did you just say momentum? Yeah, momentum. Hashtag if you know, you know. That one, okay, big brain. All right, big brain, big memory bank. You got to get your momentum up. Your momentum. Please, somebody in the chat, tell me where that came from. You know what I'm saying? If you are in the 40s and blunts chat club, make sure you spark one up and just start to memorize. Rememberate. You know what I'm saying? You got to rememberate in your mind. You got to coordinate. Just gave you a hint. I just gave you all a hint. Big brain stuff now. Come on. So standout edge rushers, Ahmed Hassanin, Derek Moore Jr. Obviously, Derek Moore didn't play, so he's going to be playing. And Eric O'Neal entered today's game with momentum after combining for multiple sacks and pressures in preseason opener. Obviously, Derek Moore is just mentioned in that group. He did not provide anything in the preseason opener because he did not play. All right. Deep dive game day tactical checklist for Drew Petzing and Kelvin Shepard. Tomorrow's exhibition against Washington provides a focus test across 3 critical eras. And this is 3 highlights from Inside the Den. Drew Petzing's system timing with Josh Dobbs, starting Dobbs with Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jameson Williams, and starting tackles Penei Sewell and Taylor Decker test how smoothly Petzing's pre-snap motion and play action concepts translate from the practice field to live stadium game speed. Center quarterback exchanges and blitz protection with Scruggs and Seth McLaughlin rotating at center. Hank Fraley's unit must execute clean snaps and identify interior blitzes against Washington's defensive line. 3, secondary depth coverage versus Washington wideouts with Ennis Rayshaw Jr. managing a minor leg issue, okay, which is his ankle. Defensive coordinator Kelvin Shepard will give extended perimeter snaps to Keith Abney, Nick Whiteside, and Rock Yassin, testing their coverage discipline against Terry McLaurin and Stephon Diggs. I don't know if either one of those guys are playing, but we'll see. We'll go over and we'll get some information from the from the Washington Commanders. So we'll definitely do that. All right. See what y'all got going on here. We got how many thumbs up in the chat? All right. Let's see what y'all got going on. So, are there any stock options available for Brad Holmes? Health of Southern Michigan? I don't know, man. There might be. It might be. You should look into that. Wishing it would rain here. Arizona is like that. Yeah, well, you got to get out the desert, my brother. It don't rain too much in the desert. It never rains in Southern California. So they tell me it never rains in Southern California. Hashtag if you know, use the hashtag. Did Conklin make it back for he's cool. He's cool. Conklin's cool. That's why I said when we do the rundown, we'll get the actual, making sure we know. Was Drew on the sidelines or up in the booth? I don't recall. I do not recall either. I feel like he was on the sidelines, but I don't know. I wasn't really checking for him. Drew is a sideliner. Okay. I think Tactical Sport has been bitten with a multiplicity bug. Come take some of this rain from El Paso. It's been raining off and on for the last week and a half. It rains so much in Melbourne, I can't wash my car. I can't wash my car. This one dude got in my car last week and was like, "Oh, your car is dirty. It needs to wash." I said, "You want to pay for the wash?" You know what I'm saying? Looks like you've been driving through mud. I drive through everything. Man, get out. Just get out, man. Just get out. Just get out, bro. You giving off felonious vibes right now, man. Just get out. Just get out. I only got one in the chat. Interesting. I got one. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5. I got 5 on it. It's a sign. It's a sign. I got 5 on it. Let me see. Oh, okay. That's the question. All right. Let's go ahead and bring in this one that I said that we were going to bring in. Okay. That's not what I want. I don't want the daily drive. All right. Let's see here. Daily drive is just a bunch of links. All right. I think we might have to go from elsewhere for this one. We might have to go from elsewhere, and that's fine. Because the 5 players to watch and all that other stuff wasn't there. It is just a bunch of links. Matt LaFleur sounds off on Dan Campbell's new look Lions offense. No, he doesn't. Come on. That's clickbait, brother. It's because sounds off is crazy. It's a crazy way to say these things. It makes you feel like he got beef. Now we know Matt LaFleur got beef, but he ain't gonna say it in the public. He's a punk. Let me see. Oh yeah, I don't know if y'all saw this interview, but Jared Goff says Jameson Williams is among all-time favorite teammates. Y'all remember when everybody was making a big deal about Jameson Williams liking the Lamar Jackson tweet? I mean, what a difference a day makes. 24 little hours. Sometimes, you can see it. They wear Oakleys. They wear Oakleys for a reason. They wear Oakleys for a reason. Not sure if it's a YouTube thing. I only sent and can see one. It's probably not a YouTube thing. It's probably a StreamYard thing. If it says 20% chance of rain, you got a 20% chance of seeing some rain go by from miles away. Brother, if it says 20% chance of rain in Melbourne, it's raining. It's raining. You think Osama bin would be interested in trading Davenport for Turner? Kind of an even swap. What up, though, Mishanuga? Hey, Mishanuga, check out the screen now. We got that's where the merch is at. Go ahead and I'm putting that collection on the store this weekend. I might even do it during the game. I want to have it on there before the game. I might have some time to kill before the game, at least because I got to stay up until 5 a.m. So, go ahead and get your merch. Go ahead and get your merch. All right, so we'll do a few things here. Let's run this one down. Takeaways from a latest Detroit Lions Inside the Den camp episodes, originally posted on Detroit Lions on SI by Emmett Matasovsky. The Detroit Lions season right around the corner. With the Detroit Lions season right around the corner, the latest installment of their production, Inside the Den, picked up following the NFL draft with "And So It Begins." Words from Dan Campbell said during his season opening press conference at training camp. The episode featured the build-up to preseason game 1, with the final few minutes of the episode going through the contest. A full dive into the Jared Goff backstory. After a few quotes from the press conference, Jared Goff is featured in his drive to training camp. It goes farther back in his career, highlighting his time at Marin Catholic High School. This included clips from Goff's time playing baseball at the Oakland Coliseum, along with clips and interviews from his senior year of high school when he took the Wildcats to the California State Championship. Goff's backstory is wearing 16 was revealed. As the quarterback's dad told him, "You have to wear 16, Joe Montana wore it." And Goff has yet to relinquish it for his 24 years in football since that conversation at 7 years old. That's heartwarming. That's precious. I'm being serious. Goff revealed he did not even know who Montana was at the time, which is ironic as the now Lions signal caller was receiving comparisons to the legend his senior year of high school. His time at Cal was introduced as how the losing got to him. And with the era that he was in, transferring was not an option. He would have missed a season, and he wanted a degree from the prestigious university alongside loving the staff. In the long run, Goff mentioned it prepared him for adversity. Goff's charitable side is shown in his FATE, F-A-T-E, draft night, where high school seniors get their NFL draft style moment as a college or trade school selects them. After this training camp begins, Goff, while mic'd up, walks around while warning his teammates that he has a microphone on. Drew Petzing is very complimentary of his quarterback, including a few quips where Petzing mentions the goal is for Goff to keep his tackles to a minimum. This entire segment engages the fan into knowing more about the star quarterback. Anyone who watched gets a dive into Goff, whose name has turned into a Detroit champ, popular at any type of sporting event. Now the fans see the backstory and the man behind the helmet and the jersey. I don't know if it's quite as popular these days, but you know what I mean. Veteran safety Chuck Clark will have a massive role. Jameson Williams is one of the primary players highlighted during the camp section, including the receiver mentioning his goal of not having a drop. A few more of the mic'd up segments include Chuck Clark, Penei Sewell, and Aleem McNeil's time carrying a microphone. Penei Sewell's reaction to a Jameson Williams deep shot is one of the top highlights, with the normally reserved lineman commenting, "Oh my God, J-Mo," followed by running around and laughing his way up the field to celebrate with the star receiver. Campbell is quick to compliment his team's efforts, saying, "We need alphas, man. We need alphas, man," crediting Amon-Ra St. Brown as an alpha in that practice. All of the players featured had their mic'd up moments and are among the leaders and alphas expected, the leaders and best. Don't forget, the leaders and best. Just don't forget. Are expected to play a massive role in Detroit's season. Clark is the most surprising of the group, considering that all other alphas are longtime Detroit players. This shows the trust that the staff has in Clark to step up, while Kirby Joseph and Brian Branch each recover from lower body injuries. Clark might be the newest to Detroit, but the longtime NFL veteran being a leader is no surprise. Skylar Gill-Howard has the respect of the locker room. After Campbell breaks down the training camp, preseason week 1 takes up the final 7 minutes, including a set of motivational speeches by Chuck Clark and rookie Skylar Gill-Howard. Gill-Howard having a motivational speech is surprising at first glance. It also speaks to the it's surprising at first glance. It also speaks to the respect that the Texas Tech product has earned during his time in college. He was a captain at nearly all of his stops. In high school, Gill-Howard was a captain since his sophomore season. He is a natural-born leader. The few times Gill-Howard was not a captain, he had special awards for his leadership waiting for him. When Gill-Howard spoke at the NFL Combine, he was a player that stood out for his story, ability to face adversity, and leadership. There is a reason Gill-Howard was a starter and captain on a Northern Illinois team that upset Notre Dame years back. He breathes belief into teams and is a pure presence player. This alongside a preseason game that saw the 6th-rounder record multiple pressures and hustle plays has him looking extremely close to being locked into a 53-man roster spot. We got the $4.99 super chat from Mishaduga. He says, "Go green." I gotta say it because it's a super chat. So, and that's what we be talking about with Ron Renarski. If you come in here, man, you drop 10 because you're a Bears fan. Just drop 10. And then I'll say what you need me to say. Now, everybody knows because the super chat is on the screen, I don't really believe in it. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget, leaders and best. Don't forget, leaders and best. Don't forget. Don't forget. Just kiss the rings, baby. Kiss the rings, baby. Multiple. Football, basketball, what you want? What you want to do? You know what I'm saying? What you want to do, baby? You got to kiss the rings. No matter where you turn, you turn the football, you got to kiss. You turn the basketball, you got to kiss the rings, man. You got to kiss them. Got to kiss them. You know what I'm saying? You know what we do. You know what we do over there. We come in the room and we just do this.
I'm Rick James, bitch.
You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. That's the type of time we on over there at the leaders and the best. Okay. All right. Preseason standouts. Ahmed Hassanin's sack celebration is featured alongside his sideline comments and excitement of getting to sack Bengals star quarterback Joe Burrow. Hassanin's second sack was featured with his media scrum, showcasing his one day, one play at a time mentality. Hassanin was the player that gained the most in the first preseason contest, and his attitude is one that has Detroit fans bought into last year's 6th-round pick. Keith Abney II's fumble recovery is also one of the primary featured plays. Blake Miller's comments to the media are featured with the tackle complimentary of how nice it was to be out there and get good reps in. Both Abney and Miller are expected to compete for starting roles on the team potentially as early as week 1 for Motown. Undrafted rookie quarterback Luke Altmaier's touchdown and 2-point conversion get featured with compliments on the quarterback's poise. Altmaier had to step up in a big way for Detroit as the unexpected retirement of Teddy Bridgewater meant a fast signing of Joshua Dobbs. But Dobbs only had been in line for 72 hours before the preseason game kicked off. Now Altmaier may be relied upon as the backup for Detroit. The final score for the Bengals and Lions are called out before making mention of Saturday's matchup against the Washington Commanders being the only home game in the preseason for Detroit this season. And that is a rundown of the Inside the Den episode. All right, let me get to your comments. It says here, I am so ready for some football with St. Downs, Electric, Gibby, Test Downs, and Hassan Sacks. Let's go. School starts back up for me on Monday. I should be graduated with my bachelor's in computer science next spring. I think I'm going to turn my minor in math into a bachelor's as well. Well, that's what's up. That's what's up. I didn't finish computer science because I have a major math issue. I hate it. I hate it. And they tried to get me to do calculus. And I said, you done bumped your head and lost your mind. That's why I have an English degree. Ew, go blue. That's what I'm talking about. You Pip, bro. Well, I do what I do. Hutch, Struts, Lightning, J-Mos, Campbell, was it Canapiners, Barnes, Doors, Slamming Shut. You trying to give everybody nicknames, huh? And Robert Stevens says, shout out, go white. Hey, listen. And I just say, kiss the rings. You got to kiss the rings, baby. You got to kiss the rings. Enjoy yourself. You think Blake Miller gets to run with the ones? Yes. I mean, all camp, that's what he's been doing. All camp. Like Borum is getting run here and there, but Borum's not the story. So it's all camp. I think Blake Miller runs with the ones. Let's see. Let's go back to this daily drive and see if we're getting any information from. Let me see. See, Lions Daily is just a bunch of. Okay, here we go. I'm not gonna be able to do this because it's Detroit Free Press, and they're behind a paywall. Oh, okay. Okay. All right, cool. No paywall, no ads. That's what's up. Shoot, I might have to deal with the Detroit Free Press more often. All right. So we'll go ahead and run this down. As I said, we're going to do this as a segment. Here we go. Where's my mark? In 3, 2, 1. The Detroit Lions will be okay. Nope. Got to start that one over. In 3, 2, 1. The Detroit Lions will be taking on the Washington Commanders tomorrow at Ford Field, Saturday, August 22nd at 12 p.m. And we're going to talk about all that and more. But first, you know what we do on the show, boy. We turn the lights on. Now that the lights are on and we've illuminated the room, let's go ahead and illuminate this topic. And we're going to bring in a first timer. We're going to bring in a first timer from the Detroit Free Press. It's going to be an article by Dave Burkett. Let's go ahead and bring that on in. Okay. Josh Dobbs, Juice Scruggs among 7 players to watch in Lions versus Commanders. Josh Dobbs is expected to start against the Commanders in his battle for the number 2 QB job, and Juice Scruggs should make his preseason debut at center. Good luck with that. I haven't heard anything good. I'm just telling you, I have heard nothing good. Jared Goff is out, but the Detroit Lions will play more of their starters in their second preseason game set for Saturday, August 22nd against the Washington Commanders. The Lions rested most starters in last week's exhibition loss to the Cincinnati Bengals, but Lions coach Dan Campbell indicated he'll play his projected offensive line Saturday in what could be the only preseason snaps most of the Lions core players get this summer. All right. With cut day a little over a week away and just 3 practices left next week, this game could have a big bearing on who makes the initial 53-man roster. Here are 7 players I'll be watching when they take the field Saturday, noon, WJBK TV. Now, remember that little crazy thing that Brad Holmes did last year, and it was cute. It was only 51 guys that made this roster. It's going to be all 53. I promise you it's going to be all 53 this time. It's going to be much harder to make the roster this season. Much harder. I promise you they're not going to pull that. Oh, we've got 2 roster spots available, being cute. I'm over here, detective. No. All right, quarterback Josh Dobbs. Campbell said the number 2 quarterback job behind Jared Goff is up for grabs, and while I'd be surprised if it doesn't go to Dobbs, given his familiarity with Drew Petzing and the Lions' preference for an experienced backup, the journeyman has done little to actually win the job yet. Dobbs played 22 snaps against the Bengals and has barely taken any team reps in camp. Undrafted rookie free agent Luke Altmaier has handled most of the work with the second team offense as the Lions evaluate in what capacity he's worth keeping around. Well, I think that's because Dobbs does have a familiarity with Petzing, and they know what Dobbs can do, and that's why they brought him in to be on the roster. I don't think that they cut Dobbs. I pretty much believe that they're going to carry at least 3 quarterbacks. I wouldn't be surprised if Luke Altmaier was a practice squad candidate, but I think that if you're gonna carry a backup quarterback into this thing, and hopefully Jared Goff continues his unprecedented run of health, but something happens, you can't trot Luke Altmaier out there. Like the Pastronaut has won games before, so I don't think it's a lot to look into or to read into when it comes to Josh Dobbs is not getting that many reps in practice. He knows what Drew Petzing does. Like, he knows. He's been in his offense before. Dobbs and Altmaier are expected to split snaps Saturday, with Dobbs starting at a minimum. It'd be nice to see him play a turnover-free game and keep the offense on schedule or ahead of the chains. Center Juice Scruggs. Scruggs will make his preseason debut Saturday after missing the Bengals game with a soft tissue injury acquired in the offseason David Montgomery trade with the Houston Texans. Scruggs is expected to open the regular season as the Lions starting center until Cade Mays returns from a wrist injury. He has been on a snap count in practice, so I wouldn't expect him out there long, but he needs to get his timing down with the rest of the offensive line, as the Lions had some snap problems with this week in practice. We got to kick some of the rust off here. Campbell said, we got to kick some of the rust off here, man. We got to get a little bit of that off there and let the guys work together, man. Yes. All right. Tight end Tyler Conklin. See, I told you. Conklin wasn't high on my players to watch list this week until Sam Laporta hurt his hip in practice. We don't know how long Laporta will be out, if his injury will bleed into the regular season. But if it does, Conklin might all of a sudden become the Lions' top pass-catching tight end. The veteran is coming off a down year. He had 7 catches in 13 games last season for the Los Angeles Chargers, and he missed the start of camp while recovering from a calf injury. Like with Dobbs, I think the Lions trust in Conklin's experience, but they also need to find out how much he has left at 31 years old. If the answer is not much, second-year pass catcher Jackson Meeks is presumably next up in the tight end room. Jackson, flaxen, waxen. Cornerback Roger McCreary. I thought I told you that he won't pop. Like Conklin, McCreary was a late add to this list because of injuries suffered by Ennis Rakestraw Jr. on the final team play of practice Thursday, August 20th. Okay. Now, again, we talked about Ennis Rakestraw's injury earlier. It is good news. It is just an ankle injury, and he actually may play tomorrow. So McCreary has played mostly as a slot cornerback in his career, and he's competing for the starting nickel job this summer. I'm more curious how he'll play as an outside cornerback against the Commanders and how much the Lions will use him in that role. The Lions were thin at quarterback before Rakestraw hobbled off the field Saturday. If that injury is serious, they'll be down to DJ Reed, Rock Ya-Sin, Nick Whiteside, and Khalil Dorsey as their top 4 outside corners. Listen. We know that the injury is not serious. We know that. Okay, we know it's just a tweak. He's got ankle. He could play tomorrow. Brother, I know what I said yesterday. I know I said Joey Porter Jr. is a legacy player, and it would be hard for Pittsburgh to trade him. He's officially on the block. They're going to get rid of him. Please, Brad Holmes, give up a 3rd-round pick. We know you love to give up thirds. You gave up 3 thirds for 3 thirds. Give up a 3rd-round pick for Joey Porter Jr. Listen to what we just said here. If Ennis Rakestraw goes down, DJ Reed, Rock Ya-Sin, Nick Whiteside, and Khalil Dorsey will be your top 4 outside corners. Brad Holmes, if you're listening. Bradley, can you hear me? Please. Do what you got to do. Brother, my dear sweet brother Noomsy, do what you got to do and go get Joey Porter Jr. Please. I'm on this microphone. I'm holding the microphone. I don't usually hold it because it's got an arm, but I'm holding the microphone and I'm looking directly into the camera. Please, Brad Holmes, go do what you got to do, man. We can't go into this season having to depend on, you know who, Khalil Dorsey at all at outside corner. He will be getting cooked. Please, brother. Please, Brad. I don't ask you for much. I just ask you for Super Bowls. But right now, this is a public plea. Okay, this is an outcry. Please. Okay? Brad Holmes. Okay? Brad Holmes. Here's what I need you to do. Okay? I need you to do something for me. All right? And I'll figure out what I need you to do in 1 second, because I wasn't planning to do this. I wasn't planning to do this at all. But the problem is this. Hold on, let me just, because we got to do it. Okay. Here we go. Brad Holmes, I need you to do this.
Please come home. I got beans and lonely.
This way, Joey Porter.
All I hear. Please come home. I got beans and lonely.
That's what I need you to do, Brad. I need that to happen. I need it. We can't be out there with Khalil Dorsey now. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me, Brad. All right. That's not enough to weather the regular season, and they might need to add help if McCreary or rookie slot corner Keith Abney isn't ready for an expanded role. Brad, again, look at Joey Porter.
Please come home.
Offer him.
I got beans and lonely.
The beans
All
and the
I
bone.
hear. Please come home.
Just tell him to come home.
I got beans and
We got the beans and we got the bologna. We got it. We got it all. As much as you need, Joey Porter. As much as you need. All right. Defensive end, Eric O'Neal. O'Neal has been on a bit of a heater of late. The undrafted rookie had a big hit on Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow to force a third down incompletion last week. A pick six in the Lions intra-squad scrimmage Monday and a sack in the next practice 2 days later. I still think O'Neal's a long shot to make the initial 53-man roster. We've seen the Lions relegate undersized undrafted rushers to the practice squad before. But he should get plenty of playing time against the Commanders, and the more he produces, the more likely he is to end up on someone's roster to start the regular season. So, like, we don't want, like, if he's good like that, we don't want him on someone's roster. We want him on ours. But it is what it is. We got people. Defensive end, Derek Moore. It's crazy that I'm saying we got people now after four years of begging. Let's stay with the defensive end position for a minute more. The Lions' second-round pick in April is expected to make his preseason debut Saturday after sitting out the Bengals game with a groin injury. The Michigan product has popped in pass rush packages in practice. You like the alliteration, don't you? Popped in pass rush practices and damn it. I should have quit while I was ahead. Popped in pass rush packages in practice, and that seems like the most likely role he'll fill this fall. But he could get a chance to play as a base down defensive end, some against the Commanders, and I'm interested to see how he fares on rundowns. Moore is big and athletic, and even if it's not this year, he projects to be an important player of the Lions' defense before long, just like first-round pick Blake Miller last week. There will be plenty of eyes on Moore on Saturday. Linebacker Joe Bocci, Damone Clark's injury has cleared the way for one of Bocci or Troy Reeder to make the team as the Lions' sixth linebacker, and who wins the job might come down to how they do on special teams. Eric Hunter, please. Eric Hunter. I'm trying to tell you. Eric Hunter. If it's about special teams, like the sixth linebacker, if it's about special teams, Eric Hunter. Just bypass the whole thing. Eric Hunter. Bocce, a veteran out of Michigan State, had one special teams tackle against the Bengals and was one of 4 players special teams coordinator Dave Fipp mentioned as having caught his eye in the kicking game. Bocce adds more on defense than Reader. He can middle linebacker. He can, I guess, play. He can play middle linebacker and wear the green dot if necessary. And if he plays well Saturday and next week against the Indianapolis Colts, he'll be in a good spot to make the team. If y'all don't get Eric Hunter on this team. All right. Next up, Commanders matchup Lions 0-1 preseason versus Washington 1-0 kickoff noon Saturday, Ford Field, Detroit. TV radio WJBK TV, channel 2 in Detroit, WXYT FM 97.1. Regular season opener 1 p.m. Sunday, September 13th versus New Orleans Saints Fox. All right. So if you want to watch the game tomorrow and you don't know where to find it, and you want some nice, commentary, and you want some 40s and blunts. Yeah, because that's what we do around here. Join the 40s and Blunts Club and come on through to the Motor City Cats, because we're going to be back at it tomorrow. Watch party. You know what it is. Saturday at noon. Be there or be square. And if you've made it to this point in the video, you are absolutely legendary human being, and I appreciate you immensely. Make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share with your peoples. And once you've done those 3 things in any order, you've indeed kept your Lions news pragmatic. Once again, the Motor City Cats are indeed back at it. We came to give you stats, none of that static. Whatever you do, make sure you keep your Lions news pragmatic. And we are out. Peace. All right, that's the segment. So we're going to go straight into mailbag. What you going to do? What you going to do when they're reading you? Snick, mailbag. Get your mailbag questions in. Get them in. Bask in it. And let me know if y'all believe that Brad Holmes should look Joey Porter in the eye and say,
Please come home. I got beef and loaded. All I hear. Please come home. I got beef and loaded.
all right, that's what he needs. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, boy. I don't. I don't need to see that, bro. I don't need. I don't need to see that. Anyway, let me get to y'all comments. I'm a little bit bummed out right now. Because we just talked about what we got going on. All right. Harder without Johnny No. What's the over under for MSU wins this year? 3.5. Lord have mercy. Salt, yeah, rub it in, will you? That's crazy. Or a low floor LOL. Is it good news or bad that we didn't sign an O-line? Are we happy with our left guard situation? Your left guard situation right now is Christian Mahogany, because Ben Barch can't stay healthy. You know, he was injured coming into camp. Then he came off the injury and got back on the field, and now he's in concussion protocol. So it's going to be hard for him to make the team and to win the job if he can't stay healthy. So we definitely going to have to make some additions. And we'll see after this preseason game. Please, for Don P and Detroit. Yes. What up, though, Coach Dan? He says, woo! Is that bologna and pickled? Whatever you needed to be for Joey Porter to come here. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you needed to be. Does the Porter trade rumor make sense to you? Early mailbag. It just depends on, I don't know the Steelers farm system per se. It just depends on who they got coming down the pike. They don't want to pay them for whatever reason. They got a lot of money tied up in their defensive line. Alex Highsmith and TJ Watt. So to me, I guess if it's a financial constraint situation, it makes sense to me. As far as a make your team better and help your team win situation, it doesn't make sense to me. But one man's trash is another man's treasure. Okay? And we got beans and bologna. You know what I'm saying? So please come home. Sounds like the Steelers are not shopping JPJ. Oh, they're not shopping? But they just said that they were shopping them yesterday. What's going on? Will he or won't he? That's God. What is going on, bro? Just bypass. I was gonna make a comment about Joe Bocci being a Spartan. I just let it go. I just had too much on my mind. Khalil Dorsey. Yeah, it was too much for me. Joe Bocci is the truth, brother. Eric Hunter. You know what I'm saying? As far as upside, I think, again, y'all have to remember Eric Hunter, Sonny Styles. When we come to the combine number and who was testing, Sonny Styles was the top dude. Eric Hunter was right after him. The difference is Sonny Styles went to Oh Hell No State University and Eric Hunter went to Morgan State. Okay? Big Ten, HBCU. That's the difference. But the athletic testing numbers are the same. I'm just saying. And Sonny Styles went what? Top 5? So I'm just saying. Maybe Brad will break the mold again and trade for a cornerback. He did draft an edge early. That wouldn't be breaking the mold. He traded for Carlton Davis. He just stupidly let him go and walk out the door. And then we signed DJ Reed for $4 million less, and he looked like $10 million less, if I'm being honest with you. Mailbag, what's your win total? Unfortunately, I feel gross. I had us at 14-3, but we're gonna tap it down 12-5. We're gonna bring it down to more realistic 12-5. So Teddy bear alert. I see him. I see him with his 9-pan ass. You know what I'm saying? I see him. Hey, it's our loyal Ham and Hamsters fan. What up, Ron? That's because Packer fans are weak. No gut for the grind. All right. So again, we're going to once again. We're going to leave you with this. Ron, if you would like to join the club, it is available for you to join. Get your merch. You know what I'm saying? 40s and blunts, the top 8. Those are the t-shirt designs that are going to be on the shop. You know what I'm saying? And then you got down here, you got a sticker here or an emoji. Then you got your badges, loyalty badges over here. Then you got the emojis, the custom emojis. So all of those should be on the chat tomorrow for your usage pleasure. If you want to use them, you know what I'm saying? Just put 5 on it. That's all. And then we're going to flood the chat with the blunts and the 40s. And we're going to have a good time with it. We're going to stick it to Felonious Willonious. Felonious Willonious. Right? Your takes are the baloniest. You're a sad, sad man. You're the loneliest. Off the top of the dome. What else? What else can't I do, players? All right. We're going to get up out of here, man. He says he can't join. You can join. You just hit the join button. And 40s and Blunts Club is right there. You can join, brother. Everybody can join. It doesn't matter if you're a Ham and Hamsters fan. It's open. We don't discriminate to the 40s and Blunts Club. Hell, you know what? Felonious Willonius will probably even join. You know what I'm saying? He probably will under a false name. Yeah, he'll probably join. Cause you know what I'm saying? These are my obsessions. All right, y'all. I'm out. Once again. Tomorrow, well, actually tonight for me, 2:00 in the morning. Listen, I'm gonna be here at 2:00 in the morning until 5 a.m. I'm not sleeping. I want to see y'all here. Come through. Bring the wife and kids. Bring the fam. Everybody come through. I'm gonna be here at 2:00 in the morning. No sleep all day. One man clanging and banging. You know what it is. All right. Once again, the Motor City Cats R&D back at it. We came to give you stats, not none of that static. Whatever you do. Make sure you keep your lines news pragmatic, and we are out. Peace.